Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Jenny from In My Spare Time Crochet, and I love all things crochet and yarn. We have a lot of new people here. I think many have come from some of my pattern roundup videos. So if that's you, thank you for choosing to subscribe and hang around, I guess. Truth be told, I have just had a little nap this lovely Sunday afternoon after a bit of a late night last night, but of course it was worth it. So anyway, I'm feeling a bit fresher now and ready to show you what I have been up to this week. Now, we do have a few finished makes. There's one thing that I did work on, but I won't be showing you because that is for a separate video that will come out either tomorrow or the following day, and that is my review for the sunflower phone bag kit that I bought from Amazon. I had a vote a little while ago asking which of the crochet kits that I had that you wanted me to make, and this one was the winner. So we will see how I went with that. But this week I do have another make for the hashtag Nautical November 2024 Cal, which is run by our friends Lee from Lee Mac, Pamela from Ginger Cat Crochet, and Cassandra at Craftably Ever After. I do have a make, one of the free patterns from my Amigurumi and Plushie pattern roundup. And I also did a pattern test for CrochetByGenna. So that was a lot of fun. Wasn't really expecting to get chosen, but when I did, I was absolutely stoked and I love the outcome. But let's start with, now, if it's not your first time here, you will probably know that in last week's video, I spoke about putting myself on a pattern buying ban because I do have way too many to count, actually, patterns that I've purchased largely via Etsy that I have not yet created. And I don't know, I can't help myself. If I see a great pattern, I just want to buy, excuse me, I just want to buy it. So anyway, I did think that I should rein it in a little bit. But during the week, I started to see a few of these beaded crochet fidgets, and honestly, I could not help myself. So I did purchase 3. I was hoping it may have been a bundle, but it wasn't. But I did buy the 3 beaded fidgets that Willow and Wild have on Etsy. So I made the hedgehog. Here it is. I mean, come on. I couldn't help it. Look how little it is. Got the feet underneath, got little ears here. I don't use safety eyes, but I felt like it was quite fine for this project. So yeah, so I bought the 3 patterns. I will show you the other 2 here, which is the little octopus and the little, it's just like a patch. It'll have the name on what I'm showing on the screen, but there's so many possibilities, I think, with patterns that you could create with the beads with just different colors, and I really would like to make a heap of those that I can pop in my Etsy store. I will also probably make some for some of the kids that I support at school because, you know, they just love fidgets. I did, in actual fact, make this one for a little birthday present for one of my students. So yeah, isn't it just so cute? So I used a cotton blend from Source of Fibre, an Australian brand. It is I think it suggested a 4mm hook for the cotton. The pattern suggests a 3.75mm hook, and I should have actually tested it. It does say that it just needs to be able to, excuse me, go through the pony beads. And I had started making it, and then when I went to put my first bead on, I discovered that the 3.75 millimeter hook would not go through the bead. Therefore, I had to start again, and I went down to a 3.25, which is still fine for the, like it actually worked really well with the yarn, and it went through effortlessly with the pony beads. So I just, I just chose the purple. It's just from my stash, and then I just chose a selection of colors from the many options here. I will insert a video to show you all the pony beads. There was 4,600 of them. Well, that's what is in the pack. It does also include some little alphabet and star beads and some elastic string, but obviously I just mainly bought the kit. It was about $35, I believe, from Amazon. I'll insert it here, and I'll pop the link as well in the description box below. But you know, I ordered those one day, they came the next day, and then I was able to make this little guy today. I'm honestly very, very thrilled with her, and I'm sure the recipient will be as well. I do plan to make the octopus next, I believe, and then I will have a go at just the little squares. I think these will be very good for someone with ADHD, anxiety, that kind of thing. Someone that just likes to fidget, I guess. Some of the beads move a little more freely than others, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So I loved that, and I thought it was worth breaking my pattern ban for. So I'm sorry, not sorry. Okay, moving on. We'll go to this awesome little snake. Now this is a free pattern by Stitch by Faye. This was in my video, as I said earlier. I will have that linked again below in case you'd like to check it out. I think from memory I did just add a few extra extra rows to make it longer, which was a bit more suitable with the yarn that I used. I've just done some little, there we go, some little embroidered sleepy eyes there, because this guy's in hibernation. I've never made a snake, and I had wanted to for so long, and so I finally did. I just used Stash. Now this is Unreal Chenille by Source of Fibre. I will have Source of Fibre's link below. It's Kate, a lovely Australian small business, and I do like supporting her. This yarn is, it's called a chenille yarn. I'd say it's more like a slightly thinner weight blanket yarn. It has a lot of structure. I sometimes find it a little bit harder on my body to work with, but there's certain projects which it's perfect for. So I love having it in my stash that I can just pull out when needed. I couldn't decide whether to give it a little tongue, but for now I think he'll just stay like this, but I'm really happy with this guy. Now we're going to move on to my make for the hashtag Nautical November Cal 2024, hosted by the lovely ladies that I mentioned earlier. Now I had hoped to make something a little more substantial perhaps. I really wanted to make Baby Hugo, the pattern I shared last week. However, I just didn't have enough time. Also wasn't sure if I was going to have enough yarn for the project, but I still did really want to make a whale. And I was watching Alison from Wonder Crochet in her most recent pattern roundup video, and she shared this awesome whale by Stitch by Faye, who I just mentioned earlier, and she has this adorable little whale pattern, but I made it in blanket yarn and I think it turned out so cute. I have made whales before, but not from this particular pattern. I just used a, I think it's Modavira blankie yarn from Spotlight here in Australia in the lovely, I think the colour is actually called mint and white for the underside. And I've embroidered the eyes on and the little smile and the cheeks. So that is my make, ladies. So 2 makes down, and I'll have to, actually I do have some ideas for what I'm going to make next week, but yeah, happy with her, very happy with her. Now finally for this week, I guess I'm usually over on Instagram quite a lot, and I noticed that Genna at CrochetByGenna was doing a pattern tester call. Now she has a Patreon, so she usually offers most of her pattern tests to her patrons. However, sometimes she will also put out a call to anyone else. And I did kind of notice it fairly late as she was about to close it, I believe. But I thought I would just, you know, put my hand up and offer to test. She had the 3 cows, the dairy cow, the Highland cow, and the strawberry cow. I offered to test the strawberry cow, and lucky for me, I woke up the following day to find out that I was one of those that were selected. So I had so much fun making this pattern. It is adorable. It's a standing cow, so, you know, not your usual sort of cow pattern. Look at her. I honestly did love every part of making this cow, including sewing the head. It's mainly no-sew. It's mainly no-sew, except for the ears, the strawberries, or the horns, the strawberry horns you sew to the head, and then you sew the head on. But I seriously enjoyed every single minute of it. I do actually plan to make this in a different weight, like cotton, I think. So it's going to be much smaller. But yeah, I honestly love her so much. So I did choose to embroider the eyes on, no surprises there, but I'm absolutely thrilled with the results. It was a great pattern to follow, and yeah, I honestly couldn't be happier. I will, when we will be receiving the patterns for the other 2 cows as well, so I very much look forward to making the Highland cow in particular. So, but yeah, she is absolutely adorable. For the cow, I used 2 different varieties of yarn. I used my Scarly Teddy Bakery in the light pink and the lime for the cow. That's really, really soft, like super, super soft. I am finding it slightly sheddy at times, but it's honestly so soft. It's very, very easy to work with. And I paired it, and it worked very well with this new Australian brand. Well, the brand has been out for a little bit now. It's Patti and Bango's place, but the Plush yarn is new. She's only just released that very recently. So I received that last week, I think, in the mail, and so I was really keen to try it out, and I was very, very happy with it. It also is really, really easy to work with. It feels more like it's very thin. I'm not sure if you can tell. It's very thin. It's almost like a super thin blanket yarn, I feel, rather than a plush, but it is a plush yarn. It does not shed. It was, I had no problem doing a magic circle with it. The only thing that concerned me with the white, it's hard to describe the texture, but I feel if I got it dirty, I think it would be hard to actually clean, but I didn't get it dirty because I was very careful. But it was great to work with. It really was. And it did, as I said, pair well with the Scarly yarn as well. So that's really, really good to know. But yeah, I think she's just adorable. Maybe you can help me come up with a name for her. I'd like to keep her, but I don't know. I may sell her. I'm not sure. Considering as a pattern test for Crochet by Genna, I might keep it, but either way, she is fantastic. Now, at the time that this video goes up, the pattern won't be released yet. So I will pop a link to Jenna's shop, and you can just check that out. I mean, she has so many other patterns anyway, but once it has gone live, I will, in a future video, put the exact link up for you. But yeah, it's a great pattern. As I said, I really, really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed doing the standing part. It was, and you know, she explained it really well, and I had no problems with it. So that was a lot of fun this week. And that is basically it for this week in regards to finished makes. I did, I guess, unfortunately, you lose a bit of crochet time this week when I was doing my little review video, I guess, for the little sunflower phone bag. But without giving too much away, I guess I will just say that it is my most successful crochet kit review thus far. So that is a good thing. So hopefully worth sticking around for. So if you're not already subscribed, maybe consider subscribing, and you can check that out in the next couple of days. The only other thing I will say is that if you are new here, you may not be aware that I am running a crochet along. I have a video every Thursday evening, and I share our square for the week. We are working from the Year of Granny Squares book by Kylie Melita, and there are a number of us that are doing it. So it's a lot of fun. I've got all my squares so far here. Anyone can join. You just require the book, and it's very readily available. So I won't go through all of them now, but I might just pop the playlist here so you can go and check it out if you would like to. But that's it for this week. So I think maybe I need to get off social media for a bit or something. I probably won't, but I say that because I'm constantly being inspired by other makers, and that is what makes me want to buy more patterns, etc. So I have so many things that I want to do, but just not enough time. So I don't know. I need to come up with some kind of a plan and just maybe try and work my way through it so I'm not totally overwhelmed. But either way, I will keep crocheting. It's just a matter of what I will crochet. But I can tell you there is definitely going to be more little fidgets because, yeah, I'm just so happy with the result there. But that's it for this week. I will hopefully see you in the next day or so with my crochet kit review video, and Thursday evening for our week 15. I think we're up to week 15 wrap up of the Year of Granny Squares Cal. So if you're stuck around this long, you know the drill. Please leave me an emoji below, drop a comment. I love interacting with you guys. It's fantastic, and there's a lot of you that do so every week, so I really appreciate you. Thank you. That's it. Bye for now, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.